Every pregnant woman will tell you that they had to go to the bathroom way more often when they were pregnant. Now, I always thought it was because the baby was sitting on your bladder, but that may not be the whole reason. Our pregnancy expert, Judith Schuler, has the real answer. At least, am I semi-right?
You are. That's one of the reasons. But, you know, pregnancy and frequent urination kind of go hand in hand. And actually, it's one of the can be one of the first signs that you're pregnant.
Oh.
Yes. So if you haven't been urinating frequently and then it begins, that might be a sign you're pregnant. We always advise women who have frequent urination during pregnancy, if it is ever accompanied by pain or extreme discomfort, make sure you go to see your doctor, because that could be an infection, like a bladder infection or a urinary tract infection. So, but frequent urination is very, very common.
So what are some of the other reasons, or does that change even by what trimester you're in?
You're right. It changes by where you are in your pregnancy. In the beginning, remember, those pregnancy hormones kick in.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons. We also have talked about the blood volume increasing during pregnancy, and some of that is released and let go every day, and that's more frequent urination. You're right, the baby at the beginning of pregnancy sits on top of the bladder in the uterus and can cause pressure. And remember, we've talked about how much fluid we want you to consume, 3 liters a day.
A lot.
A lot of that is helping to increase the blood volume, but some of it is just released through urine. So those are the main reasons at the beginning of pregnancy.
And you just told me a few seconds ago, second trimester is the best trimester.
It is. It's the best trimester for so many reasons, you know, and one of them is the frequent urination eases on many women, because the baby starts to grow back, to grow up into the abdomen and relieves that pressure. So you may find that frequent urination eases quite a bit during the second trimester, but it will pick up again.
Well, that's what I say. We still have to drink the amount of water that we want to stay healthy.
That's right.
We can't really tell baby, hey, could you move over a little bit?
You can try pushing, which I used to do.
You're kind of sitting in the wrong spot. So is there anything that women can do to maybe help with that? Or
well, you know, in later pregnancy, the lack of space and those pregnancy hormones are going to make you feel like you've emptied your bladder, even when you may have you need to empty your bladder, even when you may have just done it. So there's not much you can do about that. However, as you say, we don't want you to stop drinking your fluid. You might look at what you're consuming. If you're taking in a lot of tea or coffee or colas or sodas, those can act as diuretics. One of the things we'd like you to do is maybe drink your fluid more earlier in the day, and stop maybe around, not stop, but ease up later in the day, so that you're not going to the bathroom all night long. And then as you're, especially in later pregnancy, as you going to the bathroom, rocking back and forth can actually help empty the bladder more fully. And so you might not have to go to the bathroom quite as much. And then this is the thing I always tell people: when you're out and about and you have to go, just about every place you know has a bathroom. You just might not know. You can find them at drugstores, grocery stores, department stores, home improvement stores, just about everywhere you go. So just ask, and especially if you say, I'm pregnant.
Nobody's going to tell a pregnant lady no.
They usually have a bathroom that you can go to. But, you know, it's one of the conditions of pregnancy that you just have to kind of go along with, and it'll soon be over, and you'll have a lovely little baby, and it'll be a memory in the past.
Oh, I think I learn something every time you come on. I totally thought I had that figured out, but there was so much more. You even gave us some great tips, and I know your book has a lot of pretty much everything in it, so I'm going to tell everybody how they can get their hands on that.
All right, thank you.
Judith, thank you so much for coming back. To learn more about your pregnancy, just reference Judith Schuler's series of books. For more details, log on to yourpregnancybook.com.